hill behind the cottage. I've come up here today to have a look at the spring well. I just wanted to check that everything was okay. Here it is. Now the well itself is quite an ancient spring. I'm just going to go close onto the vegetation in the water there, because there you can see water mint. That's the green leafy material, and then just below it, where the spring is bubbling, you can see something called spongeton. Spongeton. Now spongeton is a really good indicator of water quality, and where you have it in abundance, you can rest assured that the water is clean. This is what the ancient people would have used as a measuring stick for the water, rather than the scientific analysis that we use today. In the well, there's a great big concrete pipe, and in the pipe there is a small inlet channel. I'll just see if I can pan it down here so you can have a closer look. It's a very simple system, just there. The water from the actual well filters down into the big land pipe, and deep within the pipe there is, again you can't see it, but there is a water pipe then that leads out from that, and it just flows down. You can see this is a hill now. It flows down in a gravity feed right down there to where I'm pointing the camera, where the cottage is. So there's no pumps, no electricity needed, and the only maintenance really is just to come up here 2 or 3 times a year, have a little look, and occasionally bring the spade up and clean out any silt which is gathered. Generally I try to leave it alone as much as I can, because where you have water, there is like a very sacred ecosystem at work there, and the less you disturb it, the better. The other thing I wanted to show you is basically the land. Now if you look at this land, this is precisely what I seen on the day that I came to view the cottage. This was the land around Belton Cottage. Now you know from having watched videos and from having looked at the blogs that the land has changed. Not just changed, it's changed utterly and completely. So it's taken me 7.5, almost 8 years to go from this very poor quality, or what looks to be poor quality, north facing hilly land, to the permaculture at Belton Cottage that you see today, without using any chemicals or anything man-made other than the 2 ponds and the little bit of drainage which I had done initially. Everything else is grown and cultivated simply from mulching and planting, companion planting, manuring, and lots of compost. It's hard to believe, I know. I look at this land and I think, I see it for all the potential that it has. Huge amount of potential. I do believe that if nurtured and cultivated and permacultured, Ireland has the possibility of feeding the whole of Europe without a problem.